Yo, 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 World One people. How you doing, Ruffy? Ruffy Gomez first. Been a while since you've been first, but how you been, dude? I think you've been on holiday, so I guess is that. Be right back, like in okay. Came just to be first, but had to go right away. Okay. I guess it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, I'm about to play some Undertale, but before I do that, I just wanted to figure out some stuff because well, I can stay for a sec. Cool. Well, for the second it can stay, let me know how you been. Azzy Boom 65 Wagwan Matu the Warrior. What up, homie? Bro, I like your channel and all, but it's 2:33 in the morning where I live. 2:33 in the AM. Yeah, it's an early one. It's early for me too, actually. It's about 8:30. Well, just about 8:34 right now in the UK, so it's an early one too. That being said, you know, possibly stream times are likely to change soon, so might have more reasonable streaming times to come in the coming weeks. But we'll see. The village is worldwide, so lots of things to consider. I gotta have one hell of a story about Undertale. Oh yeah, yesterday was my first day of school. Back to school. Okay, let's see. Volume mixer. Oh wait, I here we go. Finally figured out this volume. Well, I didn't figure it out, but still. Yesterday was my first day. Hey, can I tell you I'm part of a team called Team 7? A nice one, Azzy. How's that working out? How long have you been part of Team 7? What is Team 7? What do they do? What does Team 7 do? Turn this down to I think that should be fine. I think that should be fine. Just trying to get a bit more comfortable with my ears, but I need to turn it up here a bit more now and then, so you all can hear it a bit better. Let me know how the music is sounding, by the way, the audio and everything else, if it's too low, too loud, all that sort of stuff. We went on a Friday, so it's the weekend tights off. Right after, it's a rip-off. Well, Team 7's gonna be better than Team 10 on the basis that if you're number 1, that means you're the best, right? So you're close to 1 and it is better. So 7 is better than 10, right? Because we are a bunch of YouTubers and we make vids and we have our own amino to talk. What's amino? Here we go. All right, let me switch over this screen so y'all can see what I can see. Almost. There you go. Now y'all can see what I can see. $50 million subs. WTM. Who's got 50 million subs? That's PewDiePie numbers. Well, a little bit less, but still. You have one heck of a way to go, my man. Well, keep going. It's an app you can talk to people. Okay, cool. I'm not saying you can't get there. I'm just saying that the odds are against you. Well, you know, the odds are always against people, aren't they? So, that's just life, really, isn't it? That's just life. Yeah. You know, that's how you deal with things. 50 mil. I mean, there's nothing wrong with setting goals. You know, that whole thing. And even if they're far-reaching goals, you know, you just keep going till you get there. Nap stab look. We turn down the music a little. I want to hear you more than the music. Okay. Give me a sec. Okay, so let's see where my voice is. Let's see where the audio is. So how about there? Is that okay? I think the let me just go to the mix actually, because it might be interfering a bit too much. That's good. A little more. Okay, so it's okay. Oh, that's okay. Cool. Yeah, because I don't want to keep fiddling around with the music and stuff, especially when people make a song request and some of the songs are just like recorded really low and you have to keep turning it up. But then on my side, it's really loud and it's just, yeah. Anyway. Actually, let me test something out. I'm going to put a pause on that for a second and just have the game audio in the back for a moment. I'll just put it down to about 3 there. That should do. Okay, I'm going to do a quick test. I'm just going to do a quick test with the song requests. I just want to see if it works if I'm not playing the music. Oh yeah, you want to hear my Undertale story? Yeah, what's the story, dude? You mean Undertale? Well, Undertale, not Undertale. Undertale is 18 plus. For, oh wait, you mean? Because I just figure it's a typing error, unless you actually talk about something completely different. I see. You need to hear the game. OST is awesome. It is pretty cool. Me and my nerd friend used to be in this thing called Reach. Reach was a 45-minute class for the advanced class. It was basically a fun class where you did projects and stuff. It was really fun. Cool. So far, so good. Interesting. Okay, so I think maybe it's because it requested it, But it didn't actually play. Okay, let me how do I... Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay, this is just... I'll have to figure this out some other time. So, I need to have music playing so that people can request songs. Long thing, man. Long thing. But I'm trying to have it so that I can hear the game audio a bit over the thing. Lots of fiddling around with this stuff, man. That's what these last streams are about. Just watch me fiddle around. Fiddle around. Oh, here we go. Remove all. Delete everything. Yes, I do. Okay.
If you do not have style, you just say, well, here I am, you know, as a human being. How can I express myself? How can I express
I think I got it. So I don't have to have a playlist, and you can still request. I think, yeah, cool. All right. Anyway, it was like 2016 in 5th grade, and my nerd friends had this group of friends. Anyway, they were ready to kill over Undertale. I mean, they came together for over Undertale. It was really hard for. Okay, it's getting serious.
So styles tends to not only separate men, you know, because they have their own doctrines, and then the doctrines became.
Oh, is he crying?
Truth,
oh wait.
that you cannot change, you know. And but if you do not have style, you just say, well, here I am, you know, as a human being. How can I express myself? Totally and completely. Now that way, you won't create a.
Oh wait, what did I just do? Oh, he gave me some candy, I think. Okay.
I mean, that way.
But now he's crying again. I'm making him laugh. The dude's trying to kill me. What's this about? Oh. No, that's not... flipping out. It can be a bit loose. It can be a bit loose. I'm not trying to... there like that. Like I'm trying to chin, it just goes to... Alright. Really hard for me to make friends in that class.
How can I express myself?
Wait, that... I'm selecting the wrong options by mistake. Oh, screw this. Yeah.
How can I express myself?
I'm trying to be good.
Be formal.
Okay, so me to make how for me to make friends in that class. I thought I was totally different. Well, anyway, they had their friend group, and they were not letting anyone in. I was totally as a total outsider, I went over there to talk to them, and they got so pissy. Then I pulled a seal up there, and my friends looked at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I tried to talk to them, and they were just not having it. Anyway, they were talking about. Okay. Almost got him. Ah, he got me though.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup.
You put water in a cup, it becomes a cup. You put water, it becomes a bottle. It becomes a bottle. It becomes the people.
Now water can flow,
or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Alright, try this again. Ronald, stay determined. I named my character Ronald. Because, you know, why not? Anyway, they were talking about Undertale, and they got so mad because I was like, what's Undertale? They got so mad at me where I was like, am I supposed to get in a verbal argument with you or something? Anyway, I was like, okay, actually. Oh, we're on 5 likes, guys. You know what that means? It means everybody gets 30 coins right now. That's how we do it here in the village. 30 coins for 5 likes to everybody in the chat right now. We get to 10 likes and everybody gets 50 coins. We get to 15 likes and everybody gets 100 coins. That's how we do it. That's how we roll. Oh, so I ain't got no choice. Well, I do have a choice. I could stop playing the game, but you always have a choice. Okay. I'm trying to be nice to this guy. He was trying to kill me. Do I like it? Here we go. Went with it, and I was like, oh, okay, this is my chance to get them to open up. So I went over there, and I was like, will you show me? They looked at each other and was like, no. I was like, well, damn. When I used, well, you damn. I'm just gonna, yeah, I gotcha. Damn. They sound like arseholes to me, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to say they are arseholes because that's very, you know, judgmental. And I'm sure there's more to him than that. But it's a very arsehole move to do. You know, someone's trying to talk to you, and you just blanket them or just like, you know, I mean, look, here's the thing. I get that you don't always want to talk to people, and sometimes, you know, it's kind of like that. But yeah, there's ways you can do it. Ways you can say, actually, you know what, maybe some other time, or you know, we this is a group for, this is what we do here, and you know, there's ways you can do it instead of just being we're the Undertale people, we only talk to ourselves. That's been like fandom sometimes. People can get real arseholic sometimes. Man's got options, innit? Oh, I don't have 18 Gs. I felt betrayed by my two other friends. I broke up from my other close friends from 5th grade. I was like, am I getting bullied by the nerds? This is not how it's supposed to go. Damn. I was caught. You know, anybody can be a bully. You know, I know there's a kind of perception of what a bully is. You know, kind of jock type character. Excuse me. But you know, anybody can be a bully. There's no one way for that. Okay, might as well talk to this guy now. A monster wears a yellow name when you can spare it. I was caught off guard and I didn't know how to react. I was wondering, would I get close to them? Is this just how it starts? I was like, should I be offended? WTF do I do? Man, they made me so uncomfortable. So are we on 6 likes, guys? Big up for the 6 likes. 4 more. 4 more and everybody gets a fiddy. I appreciate you guys, all the talkers and the stalkers. Big up for coming through. Rafi's telling a story right now while we're all in here. So I just left to another table and I was thinking about things. We had free time, so I just went on my computer and I played some games, I was just thinking, man, I wasn't even mad. Sad that they were such oh, okay. Gotta keep off the grass, I guess. Vegetable came out of the earth. Plants can't talk, dummy. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Cackles softly. I select all. That's what I mean, man. Like it's too easy to select the wrong thing. Okay, maybe I use a D-pad rather than the cursor, rather than the analog stick. Might be better to use a D-pad. Oh, such. Ooh. Such ourselves to me, and I was sad because my friend didn't have my back. I was like, well, I thought we had a close bond, so I didn't get to know other people. I hated everyone of them for the rest of the year. Damn, man, that just went deep real quick. I hate them all. Eat your greens. Ugh. Oh, okay. That's all you had to do, Negro. Okay. I don't care. I'm not sure which one's which though, so. They were my only friends, so I had to talk to them or I would just be lonely, and that's not cool. I didn't know what to do for like a month, so I just stayed away and tried to move into different groups. They weren't good options, so I just gave up. I went back to that group because you need to have friends in school, or you're just going to get in your feelings. I started to feel better. I meant to put 2 weeks. Okay, cool. You know what? Here's something my parents used to say way back in the day. Your books are your friends. Here's a thing. It's nice to have friends, but never feel like you need to have friends. The reality is that if the people around you aren't respecting you and don't value you, then you are better off alone. 100%. 100%. You're better off alone if people don't value you. Don't feel like you have to be with people, have to be around people just because, you know, you need to be friends, or if you don't have friends and people if they don't value you, they're not worth your time. And that's whether they're supposed to be your friends or not. You know, people need to respect you, people need to value you. Otherwise, any relationship needs to go both ways. If you talk to people and you're giving them respect and you're appreciating them, but they don't do the same back, there's only so far that can go before it just becomes very imbalanced. So never feel like you need to have people around you, or you need to be in a relationship. You don't. You know, it's nice to have it. It's great to have it if you can get it. But if the people around you don't value you, don't respect you, don't appreciate you, then you're better off alone. And here's the thing about being alone. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Just because you're alone, that doesn't mean you're lonely. Okay, it does not mean you are lonely. There's a massive difference between being alone and being lonely. So you can be alone and still have all the company you need. You know what I'm saying? And likewise, you can have lots and lots of friends and still feel lonely. So it's never just, what you see on the surface. There's more to it than that. Real talk. Oh, this is a long thing, man. Heed the swarm. Getting hit. Oh, that, well, damn. I just didn't get close to them. I just get my space. I started to do my projects alone. Yo, what's up, Potato Master? How you doing? I was alone. I was happy to learn that about them before middle school. I was like, you have to make. Nice one, Potato Master. Big up for coming through. How's your day going? What you been up to, Potato Master? We're just reading about Ruffy's story for involving Undertale and some people who aren't very nice. Ugh. It's easy to just destroy these people, isn't it? But what's easier and what is right aren't always the same thing. There's a metaphor for life right there. But yeah, man, we got 6 likes right now. We get to 10 likes and everybody gets 50 coins. You can do it. I appreciate the confidence, man. You can do it. Put your back into it. You can do it. Put your back into it. Oh, well, I could start from here, though. Oh, Ross. Means I gotta do this again? Okay, at least this one I figured out, though. I just need to keep cheering him. Sure, your friends value you as much as you value you as much. I've really found that you can't get close with people that aren't really like you. My experience with introverts and nerds is that that's determination gets it from Undertale. Yeah, stay determined. We got the eye of the tiger. Here's the thing, Rafi. You can't. It sounds like you're giving up, and I know I'm just reading what you're saying here, and there's a lot that I'm probably missing context on. But from what you're writing, it reads almost like you're giving up on people. And here's the thing: you can't let a few bad experiences determine how you interact with people, because then you become a product of their bullshit, quite frankly. And what you have to look at is, how do you want to be? You know, what type of person do you want to be? Do you want to be a positive person? Do you want to be a happy person? Do you want to pull out good energy? Because if that's what you want, then that's what you need to do, regardless of how messed up everybody else is, regardless of how bad they are. Like I was saying before, like, if people devalue you, then yeah, don't be around them. But that doesn't mean, distrust them. That doesn't mean treat them badly. It doesn't mean, oh, I can't talk. It just means that you just don't be around them. You don't let their energy affect you. You know what I mean? So it's more to do with looking at what do you deserve and what do you want out of life, and behaving and conducting yourself in a way that produces those results. And yeah, that does mean sometimes you need to not be around certain people, but that doesn't mean that you just stop talking to people, or start pigeonholing people and saying, oh, these types of people are like this, these types of people are like that. Because the moment you start doing that, it's over. People are different, and it doesn't matter whether you're a nerd, whether you're a jock, whether you're this, whether that, but everybody is different. Nobody is just one thing. So you can't look at someone and say, because you're this, that means you're going to do this, because it doesn't work that way. In most cases, they could be completely different. And Potato Master, yeah, well said. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, people are always going to be different, and people are always going to surprise you. You're going to meet good people, you're going to meet bad people. That's just life. But you never should let that determine how you conduct yourself, and how you value other people, and how you show respect, and how you treat yourself, and how you allow other people to treat you. Once people start disrespecting you, that's when you say, okay, look, this is not okay. But doesn't mean you then say everybody in that group is like this, because that's not true any of the time. People are different, and nobody's just one thing. I rambled too much, but you get what I'm trying to. Hopefully, you get what I'm trying to say. Big up, bruh, bruh. But yeah. Yo, Lola I'm saying it. Savolainen. Hi, how you doing, Lotta? Lotta's in the village right now. Big up for coming through. Bruh, how you doing? How's your day been? How's your day going? By the way, we've got a couple people here. A few people here. Let me know where you are in the world. What's the time where you are? 7 likes right now. 3 more and everybody gets 50 coins. For those who don't know, you earn coins as you are chatting away in the chat. The more coins you earn, you can do some cool stuff like request songs. You can request songs from YouTube. You could play some mini games. There's some details down at the bottom of the description to know more about the coins and what you can do with them. But you are earning coins right now just for being in the chat. And there's other ways you could earn coins as well, or get coins as well. So look down in the bottom of the description and you'll see some cool stuff there about the coin system. Loyalty points. They're labeled antisocial for a reason. They aren't going to have your back. Well, your rant is true. Once I get know people like that, I will put my personal opinion on them. Yeah, I mean, there are people who are antisocial. No doubt about it. And if you are going to meet those people, then yeah, once you realize that about them, that they're very antisocial. That doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person, by the way. It depends on what levels of antisocial they are. Some people just quiet. You know, they're very antisocial, but they're just quiet. They keep themselves, they don't bother anybody, whatever. Then there's some people who are antisocial in the sense that they are, aggressive, or, it's very rude, that sort of thing. And that's when it's like, okay, you know what? Today is my sister's birthday. Happy birthday to Lotta's sister. I hope you have a lot of laughs on your birthday. To Lotta's sister. Yo, JT, top of the morning to you. How you doing, JT? Yo, Sebastian. How you doing, man? Morning. We're about 9:15 in the AM right now. On the GMT times. Doing good. Still no Tinternet. Oh, that's a damn shame. Decided to play some Undertale today. We're on 8 likes, couple more, and everybody gets 50 coins. I'm not done with Doom. I might come back to it tomorrow or so. But yeah, I do get a little bit bored with it, to be honest. You're right, I actually gave up on people through 5th grade. That's experience actually helped me a lot. I got to know a lot about different people and not stay in one bubble. In middle school, I have done. Yeah, trying to give up on people. I mean, there are going to be people that you need to like keep away from you, no doubt. But yeah, don't give up on everybody. 2:14 a.m. in Postmaster Town, 11:14 a.m. For Lotta. 11:14 a.m. Okay, so you're in middle of Europe, Central Europe. Would that be right, Lotta? I'm guessing Central Europe. Or somewhere around Central Europe. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. I don't know. Doing good. Just beat Doom and it was great. Nice. JT's beating Doom. Doom machale. My soul doesn't want to admit it, but the new Doom is probably better than the original. Ooh. I did play some of the original. Not enough to be that attached to it like some people are, but for those who are attached to it, then boy. 4:14 in the AM for JT over on the East Coast. Finland, okay. MT. What's MT? Is that sound USA? What's MT? Is that Mountain? Or what's MT Postmaster? Potato. I said Postmaster. Potato Master. Sorry. I said your name wrong. Potato. You say potato. I say potato. You say tomato. I say tomato. Oh, Montana, right, okay. Montana, where Hannah is from, I guess. That's the bake sale. Exactly that. You have to get to know other people. I have a good friend and friend group. I'm very happy with them. I am friends with the girl group, the nerds, my friend group. Indifference. Cool. Let me skip this. I'm just gonna beat these dudes up, I think. And this chick keeps calling me for like nonsense. I spared one guy already. I have to spare them all. I tried to be nice in Undertale, but then I got hurt, and then I had to kill. I think that's pretty much how it goes. Ugh. The first time I played this game, I'd killed everybody. I killed them all. Akili. Click, boom, got you coming like an athlete. Or was it tick, tick, boom, actually? Close enough. Tick, tick, boom, got you coming like an athlete. Situations, they all can help you through things. You can't rely on one person unless it's your mom. To be honest, you can't even trust your family sometimes. Well, that is true. That is true. Some parents aren't the best. But if you've got parents that you can rely on, then that you're doing all right. Yeah, you know, there's people are people, and some people are going to be nice to you, some people aren't going to be nice to you. And if you have a bad experience with one person, you know, try not to let that dictate how you interact with other people, you know, because that's when it just ends up hurting yourself. Even the best people in life will let you down sometimes. There's no way to view it, but as unfortunate. But as you get older, you get shit. You get into it indeed. And that's another thing as well. You know, just because somebody does something bad to you, that doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person. So yeah, it shouldn't be a case of, oh, they did this one bad thing, I'm gonna cut them out of my life. You know, it depends on what exactly they did, why it happened, blah blah blah. You know, there's lots of things to consider when it comes to forgiveness. And by the way, when I say forgiveness, I mean there's keeping people around you. You should always forgive people. Even the people who do the rottenest things, so you should always forgive people, because if you don't, that just negatively affects you. Now, forgiving somebody doesn't mean that you have to hang around with them. It just means that you need to let go of the hatred in your own hearts. It doesn't mean you have to be their best friend. It doesn't mean you have to hang around with them. Again, depends on what they've done. But yeah, you should always forgive, because that just sets your heart free. And once you've done that, you know you could always move on. But in terms of keeping people around you, just because after they've done something bad, it depends on what they've done, whether they're truly sorry for it, whether it's something major, minor, You know, that's only you can decide whether it's something you can get past. But if you decide that it's something that they've done is really bad, that you can't be around them anymore, then cool. You don't have to be around them, but you should always still forgive, because yeah, it just sets you free. Let it go, as the song goes. Let it go, let it go. You start to realize why your friends were afraid to stick up for you. All my friends watched as I was bullied. Great people. That sucks, man. Sounds sarcastic. I seriously mean it. They are great people. They were just kids, though. Indeed, yeah. Kids don't always know the best things to do. Yeah, forgiveness is the gift to yourself. Absolutely, 100%. It's not about them, it's about you. Forgiveness is a gift to yourself, 100%. Don't even have a healthy relationship with the ghetto group. They can help you if they cool with you. If someone throws shade at you, they will tell them to off right there. They won't mess with you. That's true around face. Some of the street families do provide what friends and biological families don't. Indeed. One of the reasons why gangs can be quite popular amongst young boys. Apparently, I heard someplace that boys in particular who grow up without a father are more likely to join a gang. That's not to say if you're a single parent, if you're a single mother, that your son's definitely going to join a gang. Doesn't mean that, but it was they're saying that they're more likely to join a gang. And I guess part of that is because a gang structure does kind of provide that kind of family unit, especially if you're looking for a father figure. Most gang members are dudes, so older dudes, so it kind of provides that father figure to you. So yeah, I get it. 420 Gucci gang. Be right back. Right, Potato Master, be right back. Say happy birthday to Potato Master's sister. Nothing happened. Well, that was a jet. Nothing happened. Still nothing happened. That was just a waste of time then, wasn't it? When you watch the stories of prisoners telling their stories, it will make you cry your eyes out. A lot of gang-related psychology. One pull of the trigger. I guess that Undertale taught me. Undertale taught me a lot. Hey, listen, lessons can come from many places. You know what I'm saying? Lessons can come from the strangest of places. But a lesson is a lesson regardless of where it comes from. I'm back. Oh, this is working out, by the way, so. Guess who's back? Back again. Potatoes back. Tell a friend. Potatoes back, potatoes back, potatoes back. Yeah, it wasn't working for a minute, but now we got it back again. We got the soundboard back again. Oh wait. This. There we go. Now we can get on. Thank you, that was amazing. No problem, Potato Master. Potato Master 1010. So Potato Master, why do they call you Potato Master? I mean, I'm assuming, of course, you're the master of potatoes. But in particular, like King Edwards, Morris Pie, what else? That's about the extent of my potato knowledge, actually, to be honest. Yeah, Rafi, yeah, all things considered, you dealt with it quick and as best as you could. I'm still so fucking mad that I had to do all those damn projects by myself, though. Hey. Don't be mad that you did it by yourself. Be happy that you learnt to do something by yourself. Be grateful for the lesson and the experience of having to do a project by yourself, because that's a valuable skill and traits to have. Here's something that I learned recently. Let me take out something that I learned recently. I learned in 5th grade, whether that's socially or academically. Did you hear the news about Sir Patrick Stewart? No, I did not hear about Sir Patrick Stewart. Sorry, my headphones cut out. Say that again, please. What was I saying? I was about to say that's. Well, I was about to say that's something that I learned recently. About what was I going to say? Yeah, but how to think about things. So, for example, let's say something bad happens to you. It's very easy to kind of say something like, "Oh, why does this always happen to me?" You know, let's say your car breaks down. Why does my car always break down? Somebody's rude to you. Why are people always rude to me? Somebody, you got the short change at the shop. Why do these things always happen to me? It's very easy to kind of set that mindset. What you should try to do is ask positive questions. So rather than asking a negative question, ask yourself a positive question. So rather than saying, why does this bad thing happen to me? Put a positive take on it and say, okay, why am I so blessed to learn these lessons? Right, stuff like that. Why am I so fortunate to have this experience? Why am I so smart to realize this is happening? You know, why am I so intelligent to know what's going on? Why am I so thoughtful to think about these things and how to prevent them in the future? Ask yourself questions like that, and you've realized that what happens then is that you have more of a positive outlook in it. Rather than seeing the negatives, you see the positives. And that's not to say you just acknowledge that something bad is happening, but you're just understanding that you just put it in a way that you're looking at what can you gain from this negative experience, and that's where the positive comes from. So yeah, 258,000 a month for child support. Wow. 9,000 per kid. 3 million a year. No, the thing about my name. Oh wait, okay, wait. Let me go back a little bit. I think I missed something. Oh right, okay. Sorry about your name. Okay, yeah. All right. So yeah, I was asked about your name, Potato Master. You know, you're saying that. I was asking why Potato Master? Why call yourself the Potato Master? Why do they call you the Potato Master? I mean, my knowledge on potatoes is like, I know about King Edwards. I know about Morris. Was it Morris Pie? Or I might be saying it wrong. Morris Pie. I think that's all the potatoes that I know. Baby potatoes, mashed potatoes, I guess. Yeah, but why call yourself the Potato Master? The master of the spud. So Patrick Stewart has to pay child support. Okay. Sucks for him, but then he's probably could afford, I'm sure. all that X-Men money. I'm sure he's fine. So Haze, that was one hell of a story. But you learned something though, right? No, Blake Griffin. Oh, Blake Griffin has to pay. No, Patrick Stewart is just gonna star in the next Star Trek show as Picard. Okay. Okay, cool. So he's back on Star Trek as Old Man Picard. Like, well, I guess he's done with X-Men now, so you know, got to pay them bills. Who's Blake Griffin, by the way? I don't believe I know that name. It sounds familiar. Because he gives me my cousin are Irish. Because me and my cousin are Irish, okay. And we had to come up with a name for Minecraft. Okay. We love the name of Potato Master, and the name was taken, so we did Potato Master 1010. Alright, alright. Irish then. Potato Master is Irish. Well then, potato. If you're Irish, I've said it's potato. Well then, Potato Master. What's it like in Ireland? What's Ireland like? I've not been to Ireland myself, but I hear it's really grand there. Not fully Irish, okay. Part Irish. Cool. Blake was an NBA dude, makes 30 million a year. Okay, well, he's got plenty of money then. He's a light-skinned ginger basketball guy. Okay. He's making 30 million a year. He can spend 1.5 million on his kids. I've never been to. Okay. Well, I've never been to Ireland either. So I guess you know you're Irish on like you're one of your parents' side, right? Is that your mama or your papa? You found the toy knife. Alright, cool. But I heard it's amazing. But I heard it's no, don't say probably. But I heard it's amazing. Oh, my laddie. Both your parents. Okay, both your parents are from Ireland. But was it Finland you say that you live in now? Is that right? You're living in Finland now, eh? So your parents moved from Ireland to Finland. From one land to another, right? Right? Oh, sorry, Montana. Oh, sorry, someone else said Finland. My bad, I got that mixed up. I'm sorry. Your parents moved from Ireland to Montana. I'm sorry I mixed it up with Finland. Somebody else said that from Finland. I mixed it up with your potato. I'm not sorry for that. That's completely my fault. That's completely all me. Living in Montana. Well, that's a that's a bit of a trip, isn't it? From Ireland to Finland. So from Ireland to Montana. All the way from Ireland to Montana. His salary goes to his kids. Oh, snap, where am I? Even if he was paying that much a year, it would be 10% of his salary going to his kids. That should be enough. Maybe it should be more. Indeed. Well, I mean, there is kids. I mean, if there is, you should do what you can. Turns out he's paying only $32,000 a month for child support, says the news. Okay. So he's not even well, that's still a lot of money, though, for real. Most kids are raised on way less than that in a year. So if he's paying $32,000 a month for child support, their kids are doing okay still. They're doing all right. Honestly, you hear all these things about how black thoughts have been getting these big checks in child support, and these white thoughts are getting 100K out of these black dudes. Man, they are doing. Well, you know what it's like. You know what it is. Every time a black person does something, a white person has to copy it. You know what I'm saying? Now white people are banging basketball players for a check too. It's like, what the hell, man? Can't we have anything? No, they're both. Oh, they're both partly Irish. Okay, okay. Oh, partly Irish. So if your dad's half Irish and your mum's half Irish, would that make you full Irish? Dun dun dun. I know it doesn't quite work that way, but hey, way better in the game than these Blackfots now. Way better in the game than these Blackfots. Man. Yeah, but not really. Neither of them have been Ireland. Okay, so they both have, like I said, heritage from Ireland, but they've never been there. Okay. It's okay, Raph. I got it. I got it. I find it funny that a Brit like Haze's Irish accent is worse than mine. Hey, Ireland's technically actually no. Wait. Yeah, Northern Ireland. Is Northern Ireland a part of Britain? Yeah, Northern Ireland's a part of Britain. Republic of Ireland is not a part of Britain. So it depends on which island. Yeah, which part of Ireland really. Actually, have I got that right? It's not. Is it Britain or UK? It's confusing, really. It doesn't really make any sense, to be honest. Let me see here. Let me just check something real quick. Is Northern Ireland part of the UK? The United Kingdom, UK comprises of 4 countries: England, yeah, Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales. So yeah, Northern Ireland is a part of the UK, but Republic of Ireland isn't. Yo, MC Majestic Messenger, Wagwan. Big up. Hi, I'm MC and I'm not normal. Hey, none of us are normal, so you're in good company. You are in good company. Ain't nobody normal here. But you know what? It's better to be odds than ordinary. Within certain limits, though. I should be clear on that. I'm playing some Undertale, just checking some things. I want 707. Give me him. I'm not sure what it is. Is that an Undertale reference? I've only played this game once before, and it was a while ago, so I want to get that reference. Yeah, Northern Ireland is still, Northern Ireland still, UK. Especially me, I'm going to potato. Ordinary. It's better to be ordinary than ordinary. I like that, actually. I'm about to steal that one for you from you, JT. Me have to steal that one from you. Ordinary. Better to be ordinary. Potato. I'm a potato. Oh dear, that took longer than I thought it would. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Can y'all see my comment? A long comment? I don't think so. No, I don't think I saw a long comment. Dang. The last long comment was about the thoughts. Time to copy. You prefer Spud? Spud. I'm a Spud. Spud gun. I do like potatoes though. I should eat more. I should eat more potatoes. Yo, MC, you still there? How you doing? How's your day going? We're talking about potatoes and spuds. Well, spuds are potatoes really, so. Britain, Northern Ireland being a part of the UK. How did you get here, my child? Are you hurt? First she says it took longer than she thought. Then she asked me how it got here. Man, I should smack this hoe. Still all your likes. Ooh, wait a minute. Speaking of that. Yeah, here we go. We on 8 likes, yo. Couple more and everybody gets 50 coins. Don't be shocked if I've stolen your material consciously or not. Well, maybe steal is such an ugly word. Maybe we should use the word acquired. Yeah? I feel like maybe it's a better way of putting it. We didn't steal it, we acquired it. You know? We acquired it. What? Eat more potatoes. My family. I do eat potatoes. I should eat more potatoes. Especially mashed potatoes. Actually, not mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes are a bit too... I think... Can you get healthy mashed potatoes? I mean, I guess it depends on how you make it. But I should eat more potatoes. Potatoes and vegetables. There's no 15 comedy except for that Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer jokes away. That was a bit of a stretch, actually. Can y'all read that? Read what? And Carlos Mencia. I haven't heard much of Carlos Mencia. Is he another joke thief? That's our bodies mash. So which potatoes can I eat without harming your family? I don't eat your family, Potato Master. What are they talking about? Potatoes. Yeah, Amy Schumer claims that she never stole jokes. She said, but yeah, there's some compelling evidence. I would say this though. I mean, I can get that two people can come up with a similar joke. That, you know, that happens, right? You could there's lots of jokes that are very similar to each other. So one or two here and there, you know, I wouldn't say that's much of an issue. But when, like, you know, it's happening consistently, and the jokes aren't just similar, they're like practically the same damn thing. It's kind of like, you know what I mean? Right? It's like, you know, Bill Cosby getting accused by so many different women. There's a point where you'll have to be like, there's a bit too much evidence here. Now, that, to be fair, all that doesn't mean that she definitely guaranteed 100% stole the jokes. You know, maybe it is just one big coincidence, maybe, but right? Either she stole the jokes or somebody on her writing team stole the jokes. But either way, something's not quite right here. YouTube delete the comment. Sorry, man. I hear he's a thief, but I think it was only a handful, not blatant. He had his own good material. Okay, cool. YouTube be acting up. I did watch Amy Schumer's Leather special comedy on Netflix, though, and to be honest, you know, I did laugh a few times during it. I don't think it was as bad as a lot of people said it was. You know, there's a few jokes here and there, but yeah, I think for the most part, it just wasn't my type. I think the thing with Amy Schumer is that Schumer tends to appeal more to the female experience, which is fine. You know, I'm not knocking it, but you know, if you haven't lived the female experience, there might be a lot that you just don't really get. You know, so I think that was it for me. There was a lot of jokes where I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's funny, but I wouldn't know. It was kind of like that. But yeah, there's a few jokes in it I thought, you know, that had me laughing, but overall it was like, I'm not sure this is aimed at my demographic, if you know what I mean. I don't think it's the worst thing ever that Amy Burrows jokes. She reworks them, but yeah, she doesn't have enough surrounding to get away with it. Amy can kiss my ass right on the whole part. Okay, is that because you like her so much? You want to do? Okay, I don't even go there. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, scratch that. I never said that. Yeah, situational stuff. No gimmick or catch anything really. Just sass or something. Sphincter part. A sphincter says what? Who knows that one? A sphincter says what? I'm gonna look at some emo Phillips. She's not getting it near my arsehole. I mean, you just wanted her to kiss her on your... okay. I mean, that's a confusing message, dude. First it's like, kiss me in the arsehole. And then it's like, yeah, get near my arsehole. It's like, what is it? I'm sure Amy Schumer doesn't care either way. She's probably somewhere, like, doesn't even know this conversation's happening. Probably for the best, really. It was irresponsible to try to surprise you like this. What? Let's avoid talking about the way people look. You know, let's avoid that. That's it's not nice. It's not nice. And let's just say positive things about the way they look. They're cool, but let's avoid talking negatively about the way people look. It's not nice. It's not nice. Well, I suppose I cannot hide it any longer. Come, small one. Party on, Golf. Yeah, you know it. Party on, Wood. Party on, Wayne. Oh, now I can save. Finally. We saved, man. Do you smell that? Do you smell what the rock is cooking? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. It is butterscotch cinnamon pie. I told this chick that I didn't want butterscotch. Smack a hoe. 139 coins for Rafi. Streamception. Boom. I thought we might celebrate your arrival. I want you to have a nice time living here. But what if I don't want to live here? So I will hold off on snail pie for tonight. I think I would have preferred a snail pie actually, to be honest. Yeah, I have another surprise for you. Ooh. Girls like courtesy. I got in trouble on a date once. I didn't open the car door for her. Instead, I just swam to the surface. I know what song I'm requesting. Okay. Rafi's about to request a bomb ass song. Well, it was hopefully a bomb ass song. We'll see. We'll see. You know, courtesy is nice on a date. There is something to be said, though, as to... I mean, yeah, courtesy is just nice. It's just nice. I mean, things are opening the door. There's a movie that I watched. I can't remember what it's called. But it effectively says that it needs to go both ways. And what he said to her is what he said to her was it was a gangster movie. And he had this old time gangster, and he was talking to this young kid, and he's giving him advice on dating women. And he said to her that, you know, you should open the door for her. But when you open the door for her, she gets in. If she doesn't lean over to open the door for you, to, you know, unlock the door on the other side, then she's not worth keeping around. That was his message. And what it comes down to is courtesy. Like, if you open the door for her, she should do something nice for you. So if she just gets in the car and just sits there like, that suggests that she feels entitled to the fact that you open the door for her. Whereas if you open the door for her, she gets in and then leans over to unlock the door for you. That shows that she's respectful of you as a person as well. So that's a message that he was trying to deliver. I guess again, real life is not necessarily that specific, but the idea still sounds that it needs to go both ways. That you do something nice, but yeah, she should also do something nice, because relationships go both ways. You know, it shouldn't be just about you doing everything for her and she does nothing for you, or no gestures or anything. So yeah. Good advice from gangster movies. Plus, when she reaches over to open the door for you, you can get it. Well. Well. Things you shouldn't do, but sometimes, you know, hey, we're all human, right? We're only human. We're only human, that's all I'm saying. Courtesy, bros, exactly, courtesy. Things you shouldn't do. Things you shouldn't be looking at, but sometimes we're only human, man. We're only human. Cleavage is like the sun. You get a general glimpse, then you look away instantly. pretty much. It's, you know, listen, it's hard to be a gentleman sometimes. It's hard to be a gentleman, but you're right. Like, you kind of look it's like, you know. But with the sun, it's like you turn away because it hurts your eyes. With cleavage, it's more like you turn away because it's like, trying to be good, trying to be good, trying to be good, trying to be good. Hey, well, I don't. Wait. I don't want to live. Well, I don't want to live here. Big black guy comes out here. Oh wait, this is a conversation, right? Haze says, okay. Well, I don't want to live. I don't want to live here. Big black guy comes out. What are you guys saying, Haze? I don't care. I'm not living here. Big black guy, eat the pie. In real deep voice, Haze. Okay, where's my room? Is this my chair? Is that a movie reference? It sounds like a movie scene or something. Alright, it's not a movie reference, alright. Eat the cake, anime. I said eat the cake, anime. $20 coins to whoever gets that movie. Technically, it's not a movie reference. Technically, it's actually a real life thing. But there was a movie based on a real life thing where they used that line. So if you know the movie that line was used, then yeah, 20 coins to you. To whoever gets that first. Eat the cake, anime. I said eat the cake, anime. I just think we're all scared of big black men. Just saying. I don't think so. I don't think we're all scared. I think some people are. There's something to be scared of. I mean, big black guy, big white guy, small white guy, little dude, whatever. But yeah, there's nothing to be scared of. I mean, like I was saying before, some people are arseholes, or some people are going to be bad to you, and some people aren't. But you should never put people in categories and boxes. You know, oh, this big black guy did something bad to me, so now I'm scared of all big black guys. I mean, you got LeBron James. He's a big black dude, and he just opened up a school. You know, what's to be scared of there? You know, you've got Ludacris. Okay, I don't know how big he is, but you know, he paid for somebody's shopping recently. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people do nice things all the time. You know, whether you're black, white, whatever. You know, people do nice things, people do bad things, and you should never put people in categories on boxes and pigeonholes, because then you lose out. You start prejudging people on things that they have no control over. You know, a big black guy is being judged for being, I'm scared of him because of this. It's like, well, this guy can't control what other people do. You know, he can only control what he does. He hasn't done anything bad, but somebody else says, so you can put him in his box. Oh, come on, man. Can't do that to people. It's not nice. Nah, big dudes are cuddly. Indeed. Well, they seem that way because they normally compares to the stereotype big cuddly bear. I don't mean if they were walking in the streets. I mean if they're about to beat your ass. Well, I mean, anybody who's about to beat you up is probably scary with their big black or anything. You know what I mean? A little guy who's a little white guy who could whoop your ass is scary. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's unleash some mad crazy martial arts on you or something. You know, people are anybody's gonna beat you up. It's like, damn, man, I better not be here. I would say there's definitely some groups that are extra scared. Yeah, my best friend coloured. Which colour though? I mean, we're all a colour. Coloured folk. But yeah, if a big black dude started acting scary, they for sure could scare you. Generally, there is a stereotype that being black is more tough. Well, yeah. Ain't that the truth? Like, if y'all both gotta fight, if I see a regular big black guy and any other race, I'm gonna bet on the black guy. You know, that's the old thing about boxing. They say, yeah, never bet on a white guy in boxing. That's probably served many a bookie quite well, though. that sale has probably served many bookmakers quite well. Hey, don't fall for. I mean, yeah, there are stereotypes that do exist, and you know that's unfortunate. But yeah, gotta look past that, man. Gotta look past that, and try to understand each situation for what it is. Some races do dominate some sports, such as by association. They are better at that sport. Yeah, I mean that's more of a. I think. Yeah, I mean that does happen, but I don't know if that's like a skin thing. It's just I feel there's certain places where you just train harder. Like it's not surprising to see, like say Ethiopians that do really well in like long distance races, but then you imagine like there's quite a few Ethiopians that just run long distances just anyway. You know what I mean? They're not training for an event. That's just how they live. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people just running long distances just anyway. So when it comes to the Olympics, it's like going around the corner for them. You know, so yeah, it's down to how you train. But yeah, there's certainly certain situations that certain type of groups of people tend to be in more that benefits particular sports. So false positive for a race being a factor. Yeah, I'm saying this now. Now black people have some superpower. It's not skin thing, it's a race thing. What superpower is that then, Ruffy? What superpower are we supposed to have? Let's see if I can summon it. If I know what the superpower is, I might be able to summon it and give you guys a demonstration. I got a dislike. Who gave me a dislike? Oh, let me know why you gave me a dislike. If you're still in the chat, I would want to know why. Did I do something? Well, clearly I did something you didn't like, but you know, let me know what. It might be something I can change. It might be something I can't. We'll see. But let me know why you disliked it, and we could go from there. Some races adapts. Oh, I think we'll say some races adapts different. If you're black, you're gonna have a body of an African. There are differences, but it really don't come into play. Every individual is their own thing. Define body of an African, Rafi. Chasing tigers and shit in the desert. Yeah, but the thing is, if you're a black guy that grew up in the United States or England or, you know, Sweden or something like that, most likely you didn't chase tigers and shit in the desert. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like you probably didn't do that if you grew up in New York or something. Also, humans chase tigers and stuff. Well, I know. I already sound racist. I'm not racist, but yeah. Plus, all humans chase tigers and stuff. I guess it depends. Yeah, how far back we go in. Gave me some butterscotch cinnamon pie. It's hard to get to the real differences and the perceived differences and the false positives, etc. But in the end, all statistics don't mean anything. This is something I agree with, actually. It doesn't really mean, like, if you look at statistics and say, I don't know, let's take any sport, doesn't matter which sport, but let's say basketball, and you say, okay, in basketball currently, 99% of black players can score a 3-pointer consistently, or I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah, let's say that's a statistic. well, one thing doesn't mean all black players can do it, and two, doesn't mean that no white players can, or any other race players can do it. So you can look at statistics and say, okay, well, I'm not part of this race, so that puts me at disadvantage. You can do that. You can say, oh, well, I can just practice the way they practice and then get as good as they are. You know, so yeah, statistics don't mean anything. It's just down to how you prepare and what you do. You can tell a short dude that the average dude is 5'6", but it doesn't change who they are. Right, indeed. We're all a product of a Homo sapien. We grew up in different places. For example, in the desert, there are big, fast animals. I think you're in a jungle rather than a desert, actually. The desert might have smaller, faster animals like lizards and stuff. They're quite fast, but they're not big. Although, that's another thing as well. Tigers don't live in the desert either, so nobody's chasing tigers in the desert because there are no tigers in the desert. But anyway, we aren't an exception. If you live in the Scandinavia area, they're gonna be white and have thicker skin and hair. They do exist, but they are so slight in the end. Like rhino skin versus our skin, sure. Oh, this chick still following me around, man. What the hell? I think you should play upstairs instead. I don't want to play. I want to explore, bitch. But we are at the point where we use tools and rely on our brains more than brawn, so the environmental adaptations don't provide real advantage in modern day. Now there is something to be said about race-related health issues. That's about it. If you're black, you're going to have a better muscle statistic, and you're going to be bigger. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Yeah, that's just down to how you work out, how you eat. Yeah. I mean, not academically. Dude. I don't know what school you're going to, but come on now. Come on now. So here's the thing. That's the problem with like statistics and stereotyping. It creates these ideas that, if you're black, then you're going to be this. If you're white, you're going to be this, and da-da-da. And yeah, just like I said before, statistics don't mean anything. Not really. It's down to how you apply yourself. There's plenty of intelligent black guys, plenty of intelligent white guys, plenty of dumb black guys, plenty of dumb white guys. Dumb people are everywhere. That's not limited to one race. It's not limited to one race. It's just down to how you choose to learn. It's down to how you choose to learn, how you choose to adapt, or how you choose to, how you treat yourself. Like if you don't read anything, if you don't learn anything, then you're not going to know anything. If you eat junk food and never exercise, you're going to have a bad body. That's not a race thing. That's human. That's anything. Oh, sorry, I don't know what you meant by that. Okay, my bad. You meant academically, racism doesn't matter. I'll say, okay, my bad. That's what you meant. Cool. In that case, I agree with you. Sorry. I misunderstood what you said there, Rafi. Postmaster, sorry, I said it in Postmaster. No, I don't think it does mean a lot, because I don't think statistics do mean a lot. And the reason for that is because, yes, you can have statistics and you can use them in terms of, okay, such and such is happening. Like, this amount of people are doing this amount of people are doing that, da-da-da. But at the end of the day, as an individual, you choose what you do. right? It doesn't matter if there's a statistic that says, you know, 90% of black people commit crimes or something like that. I don't know. That's whatever. Let's say that's a statistic. I don't know. And let's say that's true. 90% of black people commit crimes. As a statistic, that is a true thing that's happening. As an individual, you decide whether you commit crimes or not. You know, you decide which path you go down. You decide what you do. So it doesn't matter that these people are doing this and you happen to be in the same, say, racial group as them, or the same gender group as them, or the same sexual orientation group as them, or the same whatever group you want to put in. And it's close to what I was saying to Rafi about pigeonholing. You know, when you start putting people in pigeon boxes, you start classing people as all people of this are like that, or people of this thing are like that, or people like this. You know, you start pigeonholing, and you start prejudging people before you even get to know them. So as an individual, you decide which books you read, you decide what types of food you eat, you decide how much exercise you do, you decide what games you play, what movies you watch, how you treat people, you decide how you respond to things, you decide everything that you do and what you put out into the world. That's not determined for you by your skin color. That's what you determine for yourself. So the statistic that all such and such people do such and such a thing means nothing to the individual. You know, and as a person who looks at statistics, let's say you're not a part of that group, and you look at a statistic that says, you know, all black people, 90% of black people are criminals, and let's say you're a white person and you come across a black person, again, as an individual, you decide what that means to you. You decide whether you're going to come across a black person, decide, well, I'm going to treat you like a criminal because 90% of black people are criminals. You decide that, or you decide, well, you're an individual, you haven't done anything bad to me, or I do anything bad to me, so I'm going to treat you with that same respect. Everything is decided by the individual, not the statistics. Statistics just lets you know what's going on. It doesn't tell you who you are. You know, and that's the important thing. It doesn't tell you who you are, and it doesn't tell you who another person is. It just lets you know that this such and such is happening. Bear in mind, a lot of statistics, by the way, are skewed. But that's a whole other thing. A lot of statistics are skewed, and they don't really represent what's actually going on because they're very much have an agenda to push. But that's a whole other thing. It doesn't matter if they're true or not. What matters is how you, as an individual, decide for yourself how you treat yourself and how you treat others. That's what matters. I mean, your body is gonna be different. Here's an example of adaptation. If you're an American Indian, you're naturally gonna be lactose intolerant. You're also gonna have some bigger feet. I don't know if that's true or not, but maybe. But yeah, there are some physical differences in terms of like Jace was saying before about health, some health things as well. But yeah, none of that affects you as a person, you know. I want you to know how glad I am to have someone here. Just for got attachment issues or something. There are so many old books I want to share. Oh, bloody hell. I want to show you my favorite bug hunting spot. I also prepared a curriculum for your education. This may come as a surprise to you. I don't stereotype people's personalities. I will stereotype people's bodies. Well, you know, you should be careful with that as well, actually, because okay, let's say it's true that most native Americans have bigger feet than, say, the average white American. Let's say that's true. It doesn't mean all native Americans are going to have bigger feet, you know. So, although, yeah, it might be a true statistic, again, it's not necessarily true for the individual. Yeah, probably shouldn't bring it up in a conversation. So, let me see your feet, huh? Hey, Hunting Hawk, can I see your feet? Let's compare feet. Let's compare feet. I think my feet are probably bigger than a lot of people's as well. But then that might be to do with my height, so it is what it is. I am glad to have you living here. I'm not living here. This is not my home. There's some crazy type kidnapping stalker type woman or something. This is your home now. No, it ain't. No, I do not want to hear about that book you're reading. That's rude. It's an interesting topic because we are still figuring it out as a society and need a lot to learn about people. That's for sure. Who said that was dumb? Whoever said what about? I said to myself, who has said what's is dumb? I think now it's more based on how and where people grew up. Interesting. Nope. But yeah, I think you know, yeah, there's a lot we're still learning about people. You know, if you think that to me, yeah, so it's not sure what you're referring to, Potato Monster. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, and I still think there's a lot we're still figuring out about the human experience, and of course, the human experience is ever evolving. You know, how people were even like 30 years ago, 20, 30 years ago is different to how people sort of think and feel now. You know, so we evolve as people, as society, you know, as communities, we evolve, and as we evolve, we learn more about how people like to be treated, how some people, you know, don't like to be treated. We learn about how people react to certain things. We understand things a little bit better or a little bit differently, maybe not better, but certainly differently. And yeah, we try to go from there, you know. Well, we try to. Some of us try to anyway. Not everybody tries. Some people like to stick to the old ways. But yeah, we're constantly evolving, constantly learning, constantly trying to improve. Trying to. Hey. But I love your native body will most likely follow you no matter what. I mean, if you grew up healthy as a black man, you'll usually have bigger muscle mass. I mean, of course, if you're lazy and you're fat, you're going to be different than the average healthy black. So what you're saying is that if you have a white man and a black man, same age, same height, and so on, same weight, same everything else, same health, or relatively the same health, and they both start lifting the same weights, you're saying that the black person would naturally have bigger muscles in the end. I might have to look into that one. I don't know. I might have to look into that one. I won't say anything just yet. If you wish to know how to return home, go ahead and rise ahead of ruins. Okay, so I don't want to get you. No. But you brought up something that I don't want to respond to something if I don't know if it's true or not. So that's what I'd have to look into that. I'd have to look into that. Because if you're comparing, say, men and women, you look a little irritated. Well, if you compare, say, men and women, then yeah, men tend to naturally have bigger muscle mass. But you're comparing black to white, and you're saying a black person would have natural bigger muscle mass. I don't know. I have to look into that. Yeah, I'd have to look into that. I don't want to say something and it turns out, oh, actually. But yeah, I have to look into that. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. There are definitely some differences in races, but as I say, they're generally subtle unless you're living in a place your race was not adapted for. Eskimos are adapted for the north much more than my lineage. Yeah, so what you're referring to is more sort of human evolution and how bodies then evolve to certain sort of climates and certain things like that. One way exit to the rest of the underground. I'm going to destroy it. No one will ever be able to leave again. Now be a good child and go upstairs. I'm gonna smack a hole. Yo, Abakada Egaha, how you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Playing some Undertale right now. Science helps back up claims to it's best to venture into talking about facts about race with data to back it up. Indeed. That's what I was saying this whole time, Haze. Thank you, JT. Okay. Internal differences, health-related ones, should be acknowledged. The aesthetic ones, no. No worries. I figured it was your line of thought. That's what I was trying to say. All right, cool. You'll go through a lot of thoughts and doubts and all that in your years. You're a thinker, that's for sure. Well, it's good to think. Keeps us alive. Well, depends what you're thinking about, I suppose. But yeah, it helps. Every human that falls down here meets the same fate. I have seen it again and again. They come, they leave, they die. You naive child, if you leave the ruins, they, Asgore, will kill you. Asgore. See, I didn't come into this stream thinking you're some black man who has this gangster mindset. I wasn't thinking you were thinking that, to be honest. No. I think just the way you phrased it, it was a little confusing at times. But I was not thinking you were thinking that. I mean, you've been there for a while. I'm pretty sure if you were like some racist or whatever, I probably would have noticed by now. So I wasn't thinking that. But yeah, it was more the stuff you were saying about, you know, black people being more muscular or naturally more muscular. I'm just saying I'll have to look into that. That's not something that I know about. So I'd have to look into that because I wouldn't want to say something and it be completely ignorant. I would be like, no, and then I'm wrong. You know what I mean? So I'd have to look into that. That's really what I was getting at. One should research the information that comes past them, that comes to them. But yeah, phrasing how you put it forth is difficult. Everyone's got to be patient. Sit down and chat. Indeed. I heard your personality. That's. I was like, wow, he's a cool dude. I do okay. I thought it was some stereotypical Brit. Good day, sir. I mean, when I first came into this live stream, like the first day, I'm only protecting you. Do you understand? Go to your room. We can still make fun of people about their country, though. Oh, you know, you can make jokes about anything. You can always make jokes about anything. I think what it comes down to is how you do the joke and how you phrase the joke and how it lands, and also who you're telling the joke to. You know what I mean? Like certain jokes, certain like general jokes about race, right? I think you can do with anybody as long as they're fairly benign, you know, and you know you're not saying anything bad or anything like that. You can maybe do like a more risky joke about race if you know the person quite well and you know that they're cool with it and they know that they know that you don't really mean anything by it. They're just playing around. Certain things you could get away with certain people, but yeah, I was saying generally you can make some basic jokes about race, you know, as long as they're fit, as long as they're pretty benign. But yeah, when it comes to very, very sensitive people, that's where you might have to be a little bit careful about, okay, you know what, it's going to be a whole lot of trouble that I don't need. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how benign it is, they're just going to get offended anyway. You know, so there's just a whole lot of trouble that I don't need. I wonder if there will be a day where being anti-Canadian is a thing. I hate those Canadians with their niceness and their politeness and their Canadian cheese. There's one problem. I don't like the American black community. Okay. Please explain, Rafi. So you put something like that, and I'm like, that's please explain. What did you mean by not unlike an American black community? Because there's, I don't know how. I think there's what 13 million blacks in black people in America. Is that right? I don't know what the number is, but I think it was something like 13 million. So that's a lot of black people to not like. You know what I mean? A lot of black dudes to not like. So yeah, please explain. Please explain. I think so. At 10 to 15%. Okay. And 10 to 15%. What's the population? I think it's like 100 and something million, right? So 10 to 15% be, yeah, somewhere around 13, 15 million. Oh, 10 to 300 million. Okay. 10 to 15% of 300 million. So, blah, blah, blah. So that's about between 30 to, 45 million, I guess. Maybe it's less. Most of the black guys feels like they are entitled to be a troublemaker, or they have to be this gangster who thinks that they have to play basketball or mess around with women. I heard this one regular guy start talking like that to me. I was like, no. Okay, let's just break this down, Rafi. There's somewhere between 13 and 45 million black people in America. How many of them have you met? Well, here's the thing. You said most, but how many of them have you met? And there's the reason I'm asking this, by the way. I am coming to something. So how many of them have you met? Like, rough ballpark figure. Yeah, every culture has those things, though. Macho behavior, sports expectations, women expectations, indeed. Well, to be fair, I do go to a ghetto school. Okay, but yeah, but how many of them have you met? That could be an influence. I went to a ghetto white school. The grade 7 kids dealt coke. We ghetto up in here. Okay, let's say in your school or in your, say, community, you've come across, let's say, I don't know, probably about 1,000 black guys, right? Give or take. I mean, if it's mostly black people, it's probably less than that. But let's say it's 1,000 black guys that you've come across in your lifetime in school and so on. And they've all had this behavior of, we've got to play basketball, we've got to be tough, all kind of stuff, all of them. That means 100% of the black people you met acted that way. But that's the black people that you've met, okay? Not every black person in America. And that's what I was saying earlier about pigeonholing. Be careful that the people you meet don't necessarily represent the whole. And just because the people you've met have done a certain thing, that doesn't mean all of them or even most of them are like that. There's a lot of people in the world, and everyone is an individual. And you have to be careful that you're not prejudging somebody as, oh, they're one of these types of people because I've met a black guy and he did this, and every black person I met before has done this, so he's gonna. That's called prejudging or prejudice. To give it a more clearer term, that's prejudice, prejudging somebody based on things that you've met. Everybody is an individual. So yeah, I'm not saying black people there are no black persons like that. What I'm saying is that the people you met don't necessarily represent everybody in that group, and everybody in that group ultimately is an individual and decides for themselves what type of person they are. So it's for you to decide what type of person you want to be, and do you want to be the type of person that prejudges people based on a skin color, based on the gender, based on a race, ethnicity, background, etc., 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 or do you want to be the type of person that gives people a fair chance to, that gives people respect, as you give people respect in the hopes that they give you respect back? Because if you're prejudging people, there's inherent disrespect along with that. Even if you're prejudging them in a nice way, there's an inherent disrespect to that prejudgment, because you're assuming something about them that may or may not be true, and that they have no control over because it's based on something that somebody else has done. They can't control what other people have done. So try not to prejudge people. Try not to put people in these pigeon boxes just because the people you've met have done something. That doesn't mean everybody else who happens to share a race or whatever that person is going to be that same thing. when you put it like that. Well, that's true indeed. Glad I could help. I'm not people in boxes. I'm not prejudging people. Well, I mean that's what that is. You know, when you say most black people are that's effectively that is a prejudgment, because you've met, for example, 1,000 black people. We've all decided that most black people in America are this way. So most black people that you haven't even met, you've already prejudged them as being that way. So that is what that is, prejudging. You've judged them previously to meeting them. That's exactly what that is. I know it might not sound nice to hear, but that's what that is. You made a judgment about somebody previously to meeting them. That's the same behavior as any other culture. It just looks a bit different. Indeed, it exists in so many different places. Yeah, right. It might look a little different, but yeah. Books and media can't help but continue to make stereotypes too. Indeed, it all falls flat when you meet the people who break the stereotype. But I don't. I feel like I'm not putting this down right. Okay, no, not maybe. I mean, sometimes things don't come across as clear or as clear in text as you meant them to. So if that's not what you meant, then okay, I'll say no more. I need to start thinking about how to write the words down. If that's not what you meant, then I'll say no more. I'll say no more. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. You are just like the others. One of these things is not like the other. We had an interesting conversation today, didn't we? That's what I like about our community here. You know, we talk about all kinds of stuff. You know, sometimes we get serious. Sometimes, you know, we get not so serious. But, you know, it's all with respect. You know, it's all respect. So, appreciate you guys for that. It's not easy for those. Well, ain't that the truth? You're doing much better than 99% of the population. Yeah, don't give up, Rafi. Yeah, let me be clear on that, actually. You know, don't give up. You know, keep, like Jace was saying, you know, keep thinking about things. You know, and don't be afraid to express yourself. Even if it does come out in a way that you didn't intend, or a way that even sounds rude or whatever, don't be afraid to express yourself, because the thing is that even when we say the wrong thing, we can still learn something from that, and we can still gain lessons and experiences from that. So never be afraid to express yourself out of fear of saying the wrong thing, or saying it in a way, or da-da-da-da, because then all it does is helps to understand people better, and helps to understand situations better. So right now, you're recognizing that, okay, and maybe I didn't phrase it in a way that I intended. So right now, next time you speak to somebody, that's a thought that you can have. Okay, how do I phrase this that I can get the message that I'm trying to get across? So you learn something from that. So remember what I was saying earlier about, you know, rather than saying, oh, why did this happen? Ask, why am I given this opportunity to learn how to express myself in a productive way? That's a question to ask yourself, because it puts it in a positive light. It puts it in a positive way. You're now a better person for that. You know, for that experience. So never be afraid to express yourself, even if it does come out in the wrong way, even if it does come out in a way you didn't intend, even if it does come out you know, whatever, you know, never be afraid to express yourself, express the thoughts that you have, because that's important. Those thoughts are important. Those are how we all help to move forward. And I know there's people out there who just bash you over the head every time you say something, and they just want to bash you and call you names and you're this and yada yada. I know there's people like that out there. That's we don't do that here. We don't not in this village. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that here. You know, never be afraid to express yourself, no matter how it comes out. We could talk about it. And yeah, maybe it is that, you know, you meant something, I misunderstood it, somebody did it, but then we could that's why we talk about it. And then we all get better, and we all improve, and we all understand things better, and everybody gets the opportunity to learn and to grow and to become a better person. So Yeah, we're cool, man. We're cool like that. Because that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, like you said, I feel like some black people or any race feels like they have expectation in their culture. Like JT said, okay, yeah, yeah. I'm saying that, yes, they sometimes have these culture expectations that I like. I like how people use their culture expectations in their personality. Um, okay, here's something, Rafi, you can try when speaking about these things. Always specify that you're talking from your own personal experience. And the reason for that is because nobody could tell you that your experiences are wrong, right? So if you said, in my experience, I've seen people do this, nobody can tell you your experience is wrong because nobody else has lived your experience. Only you've lived your experience. So always be careful. So when you talk about this, especially if you're talking, in real life, where people might be a little bit more sensitive, yeah, just say things like, in my experience, I've seen this. This is how it is in my experience. But yeah, be clear that you're talking about your personal experience and try not to overgeneralize by saying people in America or people in the it's a bit too much of an overgeneralization. So maybe keep it down to your personal experience because that's where you can speak truth from. In my experience, I've seen people do this. That's where you can always speak your 100% truth from, and nobody can tell you that your experience is wrong because nobody else has lived your experience. So try to clarify that you're always talking from your experience. I guess the change would be to justify. Sorry, I maybe read it wrong. I read it wrong. Change would be to just first say that all cultures have those things, and then say this is how it looks in black culture. But if you only talk about the black culture, it comes off as discriminatory. Yeah, I was just thinking saying a segment of the culture does X can help to. Yeah. Things like that. You never want the person to think of themselves as what are you saying when girls say guys are pigs? I take personally because I picture myself. Right, yeah, stuff like that. All men are pigs. Where you ever hear girls say that sort of stuff? These niggas ain't shit. All men are pigs. These niggas ain't shit. And you just think, well, what you really mean is all the guys you come across are like that, right? That's what you really mean. So maybe the question should be, why do you attract such dirty ass men? That should be the question. What are you doing? Once is a mistake. Twice is unfortunate. 3 times is a habit. You're doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like if all the men you're attracting, there's a point where you have to be like, if everywhere you go stinks, maybe you need to take a bath. You know what I'm saying? All my brothers-in-law are amazing men. So amazing. The best kind of people in the world. Yeah. Indeed, man. Indeed. Great Lana could use that. So good. That's not my line though. I got it from a YouTuber called Elliot Hulse, where he said they used to say, yeah, if everywhere you go stinks, maybe you need to take a fucking bath. That was his line. I heard that, I was like, you know what? I know a few people who could benefit from that line. If everywhere you go stinks, maybe you need to take a bath. When I look at people, I will think about stereotypes like, I wonder if they're gonna be that way. If you're ghetto and you look ghetto, yes, chances are you're ghetto, even if you're ghetto and I'm not. I think a lot of people, we thought, especially when we're younger, we kind of fall into these stereotypes and kind of that whole thing, and just be careful of it. And I think here's something to note, Rafi, that the fact that you're mindful of that you're conscious of that happening, you're aware of that happening, that is a massive plus. That is a massive plus that you're even conscious of that thought process happening, because it just means that, because look, we all hear these stereotypes and maybe we think certain things, but but when you aware of it, that means you're better equipped to handle it better, and you could respond to situations rather than reacting to situations. That just puts you in a better position. So that is a massive plus that you're even aware of it. I think you were the one that said, if you're the best worker in the place, you aren't in the right place. Really stuck with me too. I said that. I think I did say it. Yeah, I said that once, didn't I? Did I say that? Yeah, if you're the... No, okay, no, I know what I said. Oh, no, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, I know the line I said. But to be fair, I don't think it's my line either. I can't remember where I got it from, but I don't think it's my line either. I think I did get it from somewhere else. But there's a couple of lines. It was to always be the hardest worker in the room, all right? Which I got from Dwayne the Rock Johnson. But on the flip side, if you are the hardest worker in the room, you're in the wrong room. And the idea I was trying to take from that is to always try to be amongst people that are going to push you to do better. You know, because if you're already the smartest person in the room, go to a different room. You know, so you could be amongst people that are smarter than you, and then it pushes you to do better. And then when you're the smartest person in that room, go to a different room. You know, that's what I meant with that. But yeah, I don't think I made it up either. Unfortunately, I can't take credit for that. I can't remember where I got all those lines from. I know one of them was Dwayne the Rock Johnson, The Rock. He said, be the hardest worker in the room. That I got from him. I can remember that one. But then the other one about if you're the smartest person in the room, if you're the hardest worker in the room, then you're in the wrong room. I don't remember where I got that one from. But if I'm to be completely honest, I don't think I made it up myself. I'd like to say yes, I did. I'd like to say yes. Oh, it's completely 100% me. But I think I may have got it from somewhere. I just don't remember where. But yeah, it's a good line though. It's a good line. I like it. Gonna judge your personality if you're ghetto. If you're ghetto, I could like your sense of humor. Yes, I will hang around. I don't care. I might not hang around your clique. If you choose to hang around gang members, that goes for any race. Excuse me. Oh yeah, let's again individuals. You know, somebody who is ghetto doesn't necessarily mean that they are a gangster. You know, or they are, you know, they do this and they do that. They might be ghetto just because, you know, that's just the way they were raised. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. So yeah, as an individual, if you can recognize this person as a good person, so you want to talk to this person, be ready, that's cool. But if that person also hangs around with, you know, criminals and gangsters, then maybe, hey, you know, see you later, see you later, alligator. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna go there, I'm gonna go over here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, buddy. Oh, I've got to beat this woman now. Toriel blocks the way. I was gonna smack her up. Oh, snap. Toriel looks through you. Oh, maybe she can't see what I'm doing. There's so much light on my screen, man. I can't even see. Oh, man. I got kill up. Kill up. Me have to kill up. Died it, man. Oh, wait, this is all this stuff. Oh, bloody hell, I'll do this every time. There we go. Leave that for now. I just got a notification saying while you were gaming. Got some emails. Okay, cool. I don't know Windows did that. I don't know what hid the notifications while you're in a full screen game. That's a pretty cool feature, to be honest. Kudos for that, Windows. Kudos. You did something right. You did something right. I mean, you did lots of things right, to be fair. But you did something right. If you're painting with orange paints, your picture is going to be orange. But if you choose but you choose what you paint. Yeah, indeed, that's true. You know, you might only have access to one color of paint, but you can choose how much of that paint you use. You can choose how to adjust the brush strokes. You can choose what you paint, how you paint. You can choose whether to use a lot of it, a little bit of it to create different effects. You can choose whether you use your fingers in some parts to create different effects. So even if you only have access to one color, there's still a near infinite amount of combinations of things you can do with that. So yeah, indeed. Creativity, man. Creativity is important. It's important to nurture that creative side of ourselves. Now, let me play a little bit of Overwatch. Play a little Overwatch. Now, watch me whip. Now, watch me nay. Oh, by the way, guys, before I forget, there's not going to be a live stream on Friday or Saturday. This coming Friday or Saturday. So that's Friday the 10th and Saturday the 11th. I'm out of town. You know, let me put the music on while this is how long is it going to take? It sounds like it belongs on a poster in an art class. Maybe it already is. But yeah, no live stream this Friday the 10th or Saturday 11th. I'm out of town. I got a gig way over in Southampton, so it's way down south in Southampton. Poetry gig. So I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, that means the gig's on Friday, but it's Friday evening, so I'll be there leaving Friday afternoon to get it for Friday evening. And then coming back on the train the next day. So yeah, I won't be in time for the live stream. Plus, I'm also going somewhere in the Saturday afternoon in London. So yeah, I'll be out for most of the day on Saturday, as the plan is. But yeah, so that's this Friday, Saturday, no live stream. It should be back to normal on Sunday. Also, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but there's very likely to be a schedule change in the coming weeks. And the reason for that is because my last day at my job is this Wednesday, this coming Wednesday the 8th. So yeah, I do sort of have some stuff lined up in a manner of speaking. I've got some things to do. In fact, you know what? I might as well say it now. Let me show you guys. Let me put the screen a bit bigger. Wait a minute. One sec. What am I looking for? Let me put this on for a minute. Okay, there we go. Turn it up a little bit. So yeah. While Overwatch is loading up, this is what I'm planning on doing next. You see that? Alright, Rafi, be right back. What? Awesome. That's wicked. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. So there's some things that I need to get in order, some paperwork I need to get done, medical checks and some stuff like that, licenses, and various things. It's not going to happen right away. It's take a little while before I'm actually doing it. But in the meantime, I could do other stuff. It's not a problem. I'm so curious to hear what that's like. I never thought for that myself. Now I'm very curious. Well, you know what? It's not like a job, like an employed's job where you get all the health, sickness pay and holiday pay. You don't get all that stuff because it comes under being self-employed, right? And I think because of that, there's a lot of people who would do it and would be mad at it. They'd be like, oh, when I'm not working, I'm not earning, and that sucks, and all that kind of stuff. Here's the thing. I've been self-employed for about 5 years, give or take now, maybe a little bit more. Even while I was working, I was self-employed. So I've been self-employed for a long time. So I understand how that works. You know, when you don't work, you don't earn. You know, and it's just like if you own a shop, right? If you own a lemonade stand or whatever, and you work every day, and you sell lemonade every day, the day you don't the day you don't open up your store, you're not going to sell lemonade. You're not going to earn. Okay, let me pause this. We've got a song request going. All that sort of stuff. I know that. But yeah, I did some research into it in terms of what the earning potential is, what your cost potential is, and yeah, so flexible. I think that's very important because it means if I want to take a break, like, you know, I feel tired sometimes. Like when I'm at my job, I start to feel tired. You can't just take a nap when you feel like it. You do this, it's like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna take a nap, and then work later. I could be out, I could write with my laptop, I could do whatever, you know. So So you can just like put in some hours for say 4 days, or you can say 3 or 4 days, do some proper long days, right? For like 3 or 4 days. And then, yeah, just like whatever you want to do for the next 4 days for the week is like, boy, that's you, man. That's you. My grandma works hard out. She's 62. Hey, big up to grandma, still working. Respect to the workers, man. Respect to the workers. That was self-care. Thanks, Rafi, for the song request. She retired from her main job, but still putting that work. Still putting in work. Yeah, man. Some people are hard workers and just don't stop. They put the young dudes to shame. Many of the old ladies at jobs. Wait, I have a story. What's that story, yo? But it's true. I think Mr. Man was saying something similar the other day when he talks about people who come into work at the supermarket. You know, a lot of times the young people come in and they're kind of surprised about the workload, whereas the older people, they're like, yeah, I'll do it, you know, because you're a bit more used to it. I think when you're a bit older and you just respect that. But yeah, sometimes if you're not all young people, of course, is a bit general, but you know, if you're not used to the work, it might be that, oh man, I thought it was gonna be hey. There is such thing as easy, but it's not always going to happen. Very few things that are worthwhile are easy. If it's worthwhile, most likely it's not going to be easy. You know, if it's worthwhile doing, most likely it's not going to be easy. There's a few exceptions to that, but most likely it probably won't be easy if it's worthwhile doing. Worked there for 30-something years at like a shipping place. I don't mean like a ship. Oh yeah, like deliveries. I got a story to tell. Oh, she has carried a ship part before. It's like for the big stuff, right?
Traveling to the right.
Harley's bold right now.
Select your hero.
By the way, let me know what you think of this new audio setup. So you can still request songs, and hopefully the song's audio comes through quite nicely. But I turned off the music that I had before for a few reasons. One is that it's quite loud in my ears, and you know, it feels like I'm having to shout. And with the game audio, I can turn that down a bit better without it affecting the music audio. So, yeah, let me know what you think of this. Having the game audio, and then when you request a song, that still plays, well, should play a bit louder than the game audio to hear properly. So, yeah. All right, who am I playing as now? Do I want to play as Farah?
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Yeah, let me go with Farah.
I will protect the innocent. System check initiated.
All right,
Green
there might be an
across the
issue
board.
here.
I'm ready for action.
There may very well be an issue here.
3, 2, 1. Attack commencing.
Keep the payload in
Oh,
motion.
darn. There might be an issue, guys.
Sniper, be wary.
Something seems to have frozen on my side, so yeah, darn, there's an issue. There's an issue.
I'm moving the payload.
All right, let me exit that.
Heroes never
Trying to get it back, guys. Trying to get it back. Yeah. Go to here. I haven't seen. If you've typed anything in the last few minutes, I haven't seen it. Oh, 298 subscribers. Nice.
Keep pushing forward.
Appreciate the subs, guys. Big up for that.
Payload en
Pop
route.
out the chat so I can see it a bit better. Ugh. Okay, so where we at? Where we at? Just while it was breezing around, they just took like, oh, Mark says it's all good. Anyway, to my story, my aunt bought a car that she couldn't afford. Also, still, you're good. It froze for a second. You're good. Okay.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Yeah, some issue. I'm not sure what happened. Not sure what happened. But yeah, it just started freezing. But I think we're
The
okay
payload
now.
moves.
All right.
We must keep it safe.
All right. But we're good for now. We good. We eating. We still eating though.
I'm moving the payload.
We still eating though.
No one can hide from my sight.
Let me get you patched up.
Oh, got some health. We still eating though.
Health restored.
Oh, stunned.
Heroes never die.
Our enemies
Eliminated, man. Got eliminated. What the F?
Helden sterben nicht.
Anyway, my grandma used to drive this small bad car. My aunt said that she would pay $300 for the car, and my grandma would pay the other half, which is $200. She agreed because it made sense. Helping out the fam, la familia.
The payload moves. We must keep it safe. At your hometown.
Got him. Ah. Oh, wasted. Wasted my super.
Justice.
Damn it, man. Wasted my super.
Enemies reviving.
She was doing her a favor anyway. There were still welfare gang. I think my mom actually can pay for us, pay for our stuff with child support. Also, I'm not playing. I'm actually on welfare, so we get a discount on. Okay.
EMP activated.
Keep the
Welfare.
payload in motion.
What? Well, they call it welfare because it's like, you know, some people need a little extra help, and well, fair. at that last minute boom. Last minute boom. What? You know it.
Play of the game.
Oh. Man. Got 4 eliminations, man. I guess discount to groceries. We live good though because of grandma. Like our rent is like 1,400. We live good. Anyway, my aunt knew what she was doing and put her car in my grandma's name. Now Social Security. So sorry. Oh man. Whew. Okay, it is hot. It is hot. Alright. So she's making too much money. They cut off the Social Security from my grandma. So now she makes like $420 a month. $420 doing what she does. I think my mum has to pitch in to now. Plus bills are. Get you, man. Government's in order. They get you. Sorry, another month. Every 2 weeks, okay. Oh, man. Oh, here you go. 8 likes. Cool. It was on 8 likes and it went to 7. Then went back up to 8. Oh, that was Sing. Big up, Sing. I do Sing for Absolution. Sing with me. Sing it. Sing for the world. Sing for the world. Hey. What's up? I missed it, darn. Yo, Spy Creator, what up? Hello, just joined. How you doing? Yeah, just about to end the live stream. Sorry, guys, but we'll chat for a little bit before we actually turn it off. But yeah, I just played some Undertale and a little bit of Overwatch. But yeah, we can still. It's all good. It's all good. Appreciate you coming through, Spy Creator. We just chat for a little bit. How you doing? How you doing, Inspire Crazy? How you doing, Sing? You know how we do in the village, Sing. We've been here before. You know how we do. We just we have some fun. We chat. Inspire Creator. Appreciate you coming through. This is how we do. We play some games. We have a little chat before we end. Yeah, real quick though. You wouldn't know this because you just literally just come here, but this Friday and Saturday I would not be streaming. So I'm not streaming Friday and Saturday because I have a gig over in Southampton. So I'm leaving Friday afternoon. Should be back. Should be back Saturday morning. But then I'm going out again to somewhere else for Saturday. So yeah, no live streams for Friday evening or Saturday morning this week. Should be back to normal. Well, I say back to normal. It's not going to be back to normal because I leave my job on Wednesday's my last day, and then after that, this is what man's got lined up next. That's what your boy's got lined up next. Okay, no problem, Haze. It's all good. Also, my aunt is in a better position than us. My aunt likes to do not smart spending, so she's constantly asking for money. Not now. That's so much money she has taken away from us. It's like if I don't have to eat McDonald's at night. I shouldn't. Uber Eat. Uber Eat. Yeah. Here's the thing. So I'm joined up to Uber cab service to be a driver there. But what the thing is that takes a while because I need to get a PHV license. And to get a PHV license, I first need to get a medical test done. I also need to get a DBS, criminal records check done. And I also need to do like a topographical test as well, which could arrange later. So yeah, and that whole process can be like sort of a few months. It's not a quick thing. In the meantime, however, while I'm getting all that done, yeah, I might do a few Uber Eats cycle and deliveries because you know, man's gotta eat. Man's gotta eat. You get me? So yeah, I might do that. I might do a few cycles. So yeah, the live stream schedule is not going to be back to normal. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to be going forward, but I do want to do more live streams in a sense, or more hours, I should say, of live streams. It may not be more days, but I want to have like longer live streams. So it might be that because right now I'm doing something like 8 hours a week, right? So I want to try and increase that to somewhere around, say, 10, 12 hours a week. So it might not be more days live streaming. It might come to something like, streaming over 3 days, but longer hours. I'm not sure yet, but that's what I'm thinking right now, to do longer sessions, but maybe over less days. Because I still got other stuff to do. I still got trying to do the videos. 407 Potato Master. That'd be 407 in the afternoon for you then, wouldn't it? Oh wait, no, in the morning, right? In the morning, something my bad. 407 in the morning for you. Not afternoon, it'd be morning. Over in Montana. Damn white people always tell when their money situation if they're struggling. Do they? I don't think I've noticed that. Well, not just white people anyway. 6:07 in my time zone. 6:07. Where in the world is Inspired Creator? Where in the world? But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. So it'll be a few months before the driving kicks in. But in the meantime, might be cycling around central London doing some food deliveries and a little bit of cash doing that as well. Because, why not? Why not? I just bought a laptop. That should hopefully be coming on the 10th. So yeah, new laptop coming. Also got a new printer that should be coming today. I bought a new printer. I'm about to leave a job and I just spent so much money. That's how I do it. I spend all the money when I leave a job, not when I have a job. I spend the money when I'm leaving a job because that's a smart thing to do. When I don't have a regular income anymore, then I start spending a lot of money. That's how I roll. But yeah, man. So mad that kids have like 30,000 cars as their 30k cars as their first car. Wow, we don't even have cars to drive. She stole that money. You know what? Try not to concern yourself too much with what other people doing, Rafi. That's my advice on that. Yo, Cypher, what up? Yes, I'm in England. I'm in England, London, England. But yeah, try not to concern yourself too much because that's just something that makes you mad. Like, oh, these people have this and I don't have this. Doesn't matter what they have. At the end of the day, look, everybody is going through issues that you know nothing about, right? And what might look like an easy life to you. You might look at somebody and think, oh, they have an easy life. They've had everything handed to them. They've got this. They've got money. They've got whatever. It might look like they've had an easy life. You don't know they've had an easy life. They could be going through so many things that you just don't know about. So, be grateful for the things you have. And if there's things, there's love that you want, then you got to work for it. And don't worry too much about what other people have or what they don't have, or they have this and you want that and da-da-da, because that just makes you miserable. And when you're miserable, nothing gets done. So focus on what you have. Focus on the good things that you have, you know, and the positive things that you have, and the things that make you better, and the things that make you work harder and work smarter. And, you know, that's what to focus on. Don't worry about what they've got and what they don't got, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. My printer colored my Apple photo blue. I guess it wasn't supposed to be blue. But yeah, I need to get a new printer because for some reason my current printer decides it doesn't really want to print too well anymore. I changed the ink cartridges and then it still decided it doesn't want to print too well anymore. So I thought, okay, it's time for a new printer. It's only 30 quid, so it's not an expensive one, but it would do for now. I don't do a lot of printers. I don't need to spend a lot of money on it. Yeah, where in the world are you inspired creator? Trying to guess where you are from the time. You said it's 6:07, but is that 6:07 in the morning or 6:07 in the evening? Because if it's in the morning, then I guess that's about East Coast of America if you're in the morning. But if it's in the evening, then I don't know where that is. Somewhere in Eastern Europe, maybe. Oh, it's PM. Okay, 6:11 PM. So I'm guessing Eastern Europe. Would that be right? Eastern Europe. Nope. Okay, it's not Eastern Europe. Okay, JT's guessing Australia. Let's see who gets this right. Let's see if anybody gets it right. We want 9 likes. Appreciate the likes, guys. One more and everybody gets 50 coins. One more like and everybody in the chat gets 50 coins. For those who don't know, the coins is the loyalty system that we have over in the village here. So when as you're watching, everybody right now is earning coins just for watching, just for being in the live stream. You're earning coins. But yeah, you could other ways you could earn coins, and one of them is when we reach our like goals, and the next one's at 10. So we get to 10 likes, and everybody gets 50 coins. You can use the coins for song requests. You can use the coins for other cool stuff like mini games. So yeah, man, we do it big in the village, man. We do it big. I'm not worrying about them. I'm not jealous. We are the ones struggling, but you're giving money to them. That's our money. If anyone needs the money, we need it. I see what you're saying. It's just the way life goes sometimes. The people who need it the most get it the least. Yeah, come on, y'all. One more before we end today. So yeah, should be live stream tomorrow, by the way, Monday, 8:30 p.m. as normal. That should be normal. But Friday, Saturday, I won't do. Sunday, I'll probably do as well. But then after that, we'll see how things work out. The music is lit. Yeah, NCS. They do pretty well, man. I like NCS. They have gone broke over 3 times, and guess who pays for it? My grandma. Once they had to move in with us, that's their problem. When they had so much money and a good house. That's unfortunate, man. Yeah. Want to get a cool T-shirt? Check that merch store, man. There's only one T-shirt there right now, but you know, more to come. But it's a cool T-shirt. So check it out, y'all. Okay. Texas tea, black gold. Ooh. Holla the mofo. Okay, so nobody's got it, Inspired Creator. Where in the world are you? None of us have gotten it. I guess Eastern Europe, we guess Australia, we guess Texas, Pennsylvania, and none of it is true. So, Inspired Creator, which country is it? I guess 6:15 p.m. right now in... Yeah. We succeed. Got an island as a guess. I just don't want anything to do with them. Not Ireland. Is it not Scandinavia? Is it the moon? Are you on the moon? Are you on Mars? You know, family's a tricky thing because, yeah, no one's going to piss you off more than your family. That's for damn sure. No one's going to piss you off more than your family. But, they are your family, and, you know, you try to be respectful of their, that situation. And even though you don't necessarily want them around you, you know, because they are your family, you kind of have to be around them. So try to learn to be around them without being around them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, put your headphones on, just do your own thing, and just concentrate on that. You said them all. Yo, Ronnie the dog, what up, homie? Row. How you doing, Ronnie the dog? In the Philippines, okay. In the Philippines. Okay. So we got the Philippine village represented right now. I told y'all, man, the village is worldwide. We got the whole world. Big up to the Philippines. My friend from the Philippines, you know it. We all have tried to make a relationship with them all at the time. My mom's done with my family too. We don't have to see them, and we don't want to. Well, sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that, you know. People could be just rotten. You know. All right. We got potatoes. So if you haven't already, to all the talkers and the stalkers, if you haven't already, hit that sub button and hit that notification bell as well, because, you know, man's trying to do this YouTube thing. I knew it had to be Eastern Eurasia, 12-hour difference from here. Yeah, that's what I was trying to go by as well, by the time difference or where it could be. But yeah, because I fell a little bit short. 33 hours. Just read Chuckle brother Barry Chuckle died at 73. Rest in peace to Barry. I don't know if you anybody knows this about the Chuckle brothers, but they used to be on TV when I was a kid. One of the shows I used to watch. To me, to you. So yeah, rest in peace to Barry Chuckle. Yeah. To me, to you. Yeah, they were funny, man. I remember the Chuckle Brothers. They were funny. Well, to my young self, they were funny anyway. I used to watch them in the 90s, or the 80s, 90s. Yeah. Thanks for the memories. So yeah, if you haven't already hit that sub button. Man's trying to do this YouTube thing. I live stream regular. Live stream schedule's likely to change. I'm not sure what to yet, but likely to change. But still, I do want to live stream regular. And also, I post videos from time to time. And if you haven't already, please do check out the video I posted over on my comedy channel. Just put a link up there. Posted a video on my comedy channel yesterday. So yeah, check it out. Leave a comment, leave a like, and sub there too. Because, you know, man's trying to do this YouTube thing. You get me? Did you like my song that I requested? Didn't mean to put the... Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it was pretty cool. About was it taking care of yourself. Yeah, it was a cool song. I liked it. I liked it. 2 more subs into the world is at 300. Almost there, man. Almost there. Do you know Imagine Dragon? No, I don't believe I do know Imagine Dragon. I don't believe I do know Imagine Dragon. Should I know Imagine Dragon? Should I know Imagine Dragon? Should I know? Should I? It's that YouTuber, Imagine Dragon. Imagine Dragon. Oh, it's a musician. Okay. You don't know them. They're huge. Okay. They're musicians. Imagine Dragons. Okay, I can see their music's coming up. They're musicians. All right, cool. I'll check out some of their stuff. Appreciate. They sing in Radioactive. Okay, so we've got a couple of recommendations for them. Cool, cool. But yeah, so check out videos here. Check out videos there. Check out all the channels. The links are in the description. Sub, notification bell, all that good stuff. Changes are coming. Changes are coming. But you know what? The village is still getting stronger. Big up to you guys for that. Bruh. To all the talkers and the stalkers, I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping the chat lively. Whether you stayed for a little bit or stayed for a lot of bits, it's all appreciated. Big up to all y'all. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Lightning and thunder. But until when it... We got 10 likes. Did we get 10 likes? We got 10 likes. We got 10 likes. We made it to 10 likes, y'all. Okay, so before I go, looks like the parting gift is going to be 50 coins for everybody. By the way, yeah, if I get to 10, if we get to 10 likes and I don't do it right away, let me know, because it's not an automatic thing. I actually have to manually add the coins. So yeah, we're on 10 likes, guys. Appreciate that. All the way to 10 likes. We have to do a special bonus at 300 subscribers. Almost there. Almost there. Just a few away, man. Just a little bit away from 300. Maybe on the next stream we'll get to 300. Maybe. End up staying the whole stream. Yeah, you said you got. You said I'm gonna stay for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. Yo, Kawaii Panda, how you doing? Hi. Phew, right on the clock. Kawaii. Appreciate coming through, Kawaii. But just about to end the live stream right now, so sorry that you come through at the end. But you know what? You know what, Kawaii? I still appreciate you coming through. Thank you. Glad you're good. Good to hear, Kawaii. So yeah, hit that sub button. Next one is tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. GMT. You can request songs. Yeah, you earn enough coins and you can request songs. That's what we do here, man. That's what we do. We get a party started. We get the party started. Wait, can I battle Potato real quick? Go for it. If Potato Master's up for a challenge. If Potato Master's up for a challenge. Oh! 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 Okay, let me say this real quick before I say what I'm saying about. Potato Master, so to accept the challenge, you need to type that command, which is what Rafi just typed. What's it called again? Exclamation mark challenge, and then Rafi Gomez, exactly how it's written. But if you just copy and paste it from where it says type challenge Rafi Gomez, if you just copy and paste that whole thing, then that would accept the challenge. But here's what I'm saying about. It's not showing on this screen, so let me go back to this screen. It might show here. Oh, and it's not showing here either. You cheeky so-and-so. Why aren't you showing? Why aren't you showing? It might take a while to reset or to refresh. It might take a while to refresh. It might take a while to refresh. Let me see if I can get to refresh real quick. Can I get it to refresh? Can I get it to... Oh, I can't get it to refresh manually. Ah. Yeah, so Potato, to set the challenge, you gotta type in an exclamation mark challenge, then Rafi Gomez, exactly how Rafi Gomez is made with a capital R, capital G. You have to type that in to accept the challenge. Alright, it's not going to show on this screen what I'm saying oh about. It's might take, okay. Yeah, there we go. That should do it. Oh, no space with the yeah, there's no space with the exclamation mark. There's no space between that and challenge. It has to be has to be written together. But that's fine. You can do it again. You can do it again. Just make sure there's no space with the exclamation mark. So try it again, but yeah, without no space between the exclamation mark. Just like exclamation mark challenge, right, like that. Oh, right, apparently you gotta wait. I don't know, there's a cooldown effect. No. In less than a minute, though. In less than a minute. Alright. Alright. In a minute. Or less than a minute. But yeah. I might have to do a bonus, though. Yeah, man, I have to do a bonus. Here's what I'm saying. Oh, you know, let me try and get to a different... Ah, damn. Here's what I'm saying. Oh, about. We go back to this screen. Can you see it? It's a bit small. It's very small actually on this screen. It's very small. I might not be able to see it. Alright. Oh, there we go. All right, can you see it? You can see that now, right? You can see that now, right? You can see that now, right? Okay, so Rafi's call out Potato Master. Well done. Yeah, we made it, man. We made it. Yeah. And this thing still says 297, so clearly it's not updating. Hasn't updated yet. But yeah, we made it, man. 301, 301 subs. 301 subs on the gaming channel, man. Yo. We did it. So you know what that means. We gotta celebrate. We gotta celebrate. I know. We gotta celebrate. We gotta celebrate good. Started from the bottom, now I'm slightly up from the bottom, not much. Hey, still move though. There we go. We celebrating. Appreciate it, guys. To all the subs, to everybody who's helped us get this far. The village is strong. We only getting stronger. So we celebrating. Yeah. That's how we roll. That's how we roll, man. That's the way, I like it, Yeah, guys, thank you. Yeah, this was a bad live stream to miss. This was a, well, if you missed it, then wow, yeah. How do we use the coins? So if you go right down to the bottom of the description, that'll give you some information about coins. You know, I might have to do a video on the coins, and you know, to let people know how to use them, because I know there's stuff at the bottom, but it might be better to have a video that I can link to as well, to say, hey, this is how you can use the coins, and so on and so forth. But yeah, if you write coins like that, ! coins, that would let you know what your balance is, and also what your rank is, your time rank. Everybody has a time rank, so the longer you spend in the chat, the higher your rank goes. So yeah, it will let you know that. But yeah, that's how. But you can use it. There's various ways you can use. You can do song requests. You can play mini games. You can do some cool stuff with the coins. So yeah. What are the coins for? The coins are for, they're loyalty coins, loyalty points. So you can use them to make song requests. So if you want to request a song on YouTube, you can use the coins for that. You can also use it to play mini games. So like what Rafi was trying to do was challenge Potato Master to a duel. You can do that sort of thing as well. You can play other games like boss battles. You can give coins to people if you want to, if you're feeling generous. So yeah, there's a few things, but yeah, right down at the bottom of the description of the, if you go scroll right down to the bottom of the description, that'll give you some info on the coins. But yeah, we have 301 subs, man. Appreciate to all 301 of you. Big up to you guys, man. I can request 2 songs. Should I use them? You could request 2 songs. In fact, you know, we're celebrating today. Let me stay just a little bit longer if you want to request a song. If you want to request a song, let me know now. I won't end just yet then, if we're going to request a song, because we're celebrating. We've got to 300, so let me stay just a little bit longer then. Let me stay just a little bit longer, but I do need to go soon because I've got some recording to do. Alright, cool. We're going to get some requests. Alright, I have a good song. Alright. Let's hear it then. I'll pause this music once that comes through. Once that comes through. Yeah, boy, we're on 300 now. 301, and we're only gonna get stronger. Well, hopefully. Yeah, let's keep rising, guys. Keep rising. Let's keep rising. Oh, okay. Shady Aftermath. We gonna party like it's your birthday. Well, you know what? It could very well be. Where I'm feeling right now. Don't. Go. Oh, not yet. Too early. Hey, man. We doing all right, innit? We doing all right, innit? Man. So, yeah, we on 300 subs, man. 301 subs. We was on 297 when I started the live stream. 297. Then it went to 298. I saw that. I was like, cool, we're almost there. Two more. And then, yeah, checked again a little while back. I was like, what, Ross? Ross. So, yeah, man, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the 301. I see your boy in one of these smartwatches these days, but yeah, maybe. We'll see. I once had a watch from Taco Bell. I love that thing. One of those free plastic cheap ass watches they give you with like a meal or something. You used to get those things like cereal boxes or like some 50p machine. You get some crappy watch. You're like, oh, it's the best thing ever. Good times, man. Good times. My watch is $60 and my biological dad gave it to me. Nice one. Big up to the biological dads out there. Alright, but yeah, nah. Man, appreciate the subs, guys. Appreciate the song request, Rafi. Big up for that. We had ourselves a little party going on, courtesy of Rafi Gomez. I will wear it like a silver necklace. Bang. Reminds me of that scene in Pulp Fiction about the watch with. Oh yeah. We changed how we transported it. If I had one, but I'm not wasting my money. I got my first watch from the cereal toy. I think a lot of people got their first watches from a box of cereal or something, which is something cheap ass thing that you get free. Back when you used to actually put things at the bottom of cereal boxes, they don't do it anymore. Now you collect tokens, so you have to send it off or send an email somewhere. It's all digital and online, whatever, But it's all it's like that now. You collect codes or something. But yeah, you used to put stuff in the bottom of the cereal boxes, and you remember you should like take the bag. You open the box and you take the bag out so you can find the toy at the bottom. So you open it from the bottom so you can get to the toy first. You ever do that? But yeah, man, it's like, man, they don't do it anymore. Now everything's at least I don't know. I don't think they do it anymore. I haven't bought those kind of cereals for a long time, so I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be speaking about things I don't really know about. It's unfortunate we pollute the seas with plastic, but the kids can't get plastic. BS. Kids can't get plastic. Yeah. Recycle, man. Recycle. Give the kids their plastic toys. Screw the environment. We don't need to live for very long. I wasted my cereal on the spoon. The thing is, when you try to open it at the bottom, it just spills out. Especially when you're kids, you don't know what you're doing. You just open it, everything just spills out. You have to get those massive bowls, and you have like a whole bowl full, and you just pour like I don't know, like 2 liters of milk or some crap like that on it. Oh, there's a doorbell. There's a doorbell. I don't know if you heard it, but that's the doorbell. One sec, guys. One sec. All right, be right back, guys. Be right back. Perhaps can be seen as facetious, maybe even arrogant. I was once told not to say certain things because some folks don't understand them. My response was, that is not my problem. As much as I wish not to alienate the masses, I will not assume another person's intelligence or lack thereof. Now, I do not claim to be a genius, but if I was, I would go back to the genesis and offer Tyrannosaurus 3 wishes, none of which I would uphold. You see, I am not the nice guy having a tough time. Left to my own devices, I will cut off your eyelids way before I ever say, hi kids, I am the bandit. Fighting battles on other planets, deep inside the war zone, dodging air support drones, taking down an army of clones. Yet, you think this is a joke? I am not here for the enjoyment. I am here because I have to be. I am here to protect my family. So when the voice yells, finish him, I will rip your leg off, then beat you to death with it, then ride into the sunset. I just lost my best friend, so I chose to avenge him by killing 100 henchmen, along with the one guy who caused it. Heroes hardly ever stay past the credits. Most folks leave when they start to roll it. The allegory is nobody cares about who created it. Nobody cares how it came into existence. They just take it for granted. So let's talk about some trees for a minute. They grow, sprout leaves, emit a gas that we breathe. But we do not grow from the ground or emerge from the sea. We do not fall from the sky, we move independently. Yet, somehow all just fits so perfectly. Now this makes me think there must be an amazing entity that's put this all together so brilliantly, but I know some of you don't believe. I know you would rather be skeptic and not accept anything without the most hardcore of evidence. I just think it is better to ignore human logic and ride unicorns in the desert. Charge horn-thirsting to vampires, hunt demons in the moonlights. The underworld will not stay under for much longer. Everything that you heard when you were younger about wizards, witches, trolls and monsters, your parents told you that they were make-believe. But these are all based on small parts of history, so at least some of it is true. Now which part? Oh, here's a clue. Have you seen how the devil plays tricks? Make you think that this is all that there is. So we live in relative comfort. My biggest problem is I put up a status over an hour ago and still no one has liked it. Plus I haven't had a retweet for ages. Maybe some of you can relate to this. Now all I ever see these days is how much people hate some TV musical. We browse the internet being cynical, using machines that wouldn't work without certain minerals such as forced vaginal penetration, body mutilation like limbs disappearing, so tell Charles Darwin. I rebuke his ideas on evolution, because if we truly evolved from primates, we'd be a lot more peaceful. Now I used to retreat to simpler times. Well, that's a lie. Like in 1269 when the word nice had a different meaning. Truth is, there aren't many moments in history when there wasn't any conflicts. We human beings are only good at two things, that's disobeying constitution and killing. And with every season, we talk about progression, and that's we have come a long way, when the truth is we don't change. We just find new ways of staying the same, constantly finding someone else to blame for the misery that we live and the mistakes that we make. Sometimes, all it takes is just one heartbreak to lose all faith in humanity, and contrary to popular belief. The number one reason for all these predicaments is not religion. It is the selfishness that we encourage. It is every time that we walk past the homeless man and said he probably deserves it. It is a small indiscretion, but even the smallest of things carry weights to the points where mouths can sink a ship. And if you think that you can see the tip of the iceberg in the mist, slow down. Nature will bitch that pure arrogance, make fools of those who harm the environment, turn the powerful into savages while rich men find ways to enslave the governments. Don't think for a second there aren't other forces at hand. Hermetic societies controlling the land, making decisions that determine the life of a man. I believe to never be discovered was their original plan, but someone from amongst their clan realized that testimony from an unqualified man will always be treated as fiction, and if that man also happens to have an addiction, then he is ignored by all in his district. So I do not think it is a coincidence that terms like drug use and conspiracy theorists tend to go in the same sentence. And maybe I'm being pretentious when I say that I refuse to contend with anyone who advocates one thing and acts out the opposite. I find hypocrisy extremely abhorrent. I just wish I can go back to my spaceship, but my young apprentice took it without permission. Now he's off gallivanting around solar systems, often with a female assistant, whom he cares for but seldom falls in love with. Speaking of which, when it comes to women, I'm like that feeling you get from soul songs. I ain't no James Bond. I'm just the one that makes your wife's heart skip. I'm the one that she's thinking about when you are not looking. Don't get on the defensive. This isn't an attack on your manliness. Just give me a minute to explain this. You see, I'm the reason that she tells you to go from behind so she can close her eyes and pretend that your parts are mine. And when you fail to satisfy her, once again, she goes into the next room, applies a layer of hand lube and masturbates the sound of my voice. Now, before we get carried away, let me just say that this does not make me happy. I am not interested in being a fantasy. I would rather be the reality, but I know you don't see me that way. You don't take me seriously. You don't believe I can love you like you need, so you pass by casually, keep walking by. Now I am used to it, but I digress. Let me get back to this malfeasance. I see no valuable pieces. Damn it, has someone been here before me? Don't laugh. It is not funny. I do this for a living. How else can I pay my tuition? How else can I see my plans to fruition? Don't tell me crime doesn't pay. Neither does living the right way. The cost of living is always rising, but wages stay the same. Meanwhile, wars I did not ask for being conducted in my name. Little kids getting blown to bits just to keep me safe, but as long as it's happening miles away, we go about our lives day to day, complaining about the weather when the skies are grey. I'm not trying to get you to join some defunct campaign. I'm just trying to get you to think for a minute. Think about the lives that we are living, claiming that we have freedom, but do we really know its meaning? And I'm not that naive to believe that war can never lead to peace. I just don't believe that peace is the ultimate destiny for these greedy people. There is no money if we are equal, so they need us on a seesaw to keep them high above the floor. So what do you think would happen if we all stepped off? Their entire reality would fall.
Oh, all right, guys.
They do is to keep
Okay. Yeah, it's just a delivery. Had some stuff delivered. Should be some more stuff coming later. But yeah, that's for now. Whew. And the order of car, not yet, but I might be ordering a car soon. Might be ordering a car soon, but not just yet. Just like it was my printer that came, and some other stuff. I haven't actually opened those boxes yet, but one of them was a printer. Hey, it could be nice though, sitting and having a tea. But yeah, whew. But guys, man, let me check this one more time. I feel like I want to just refresh the page again. Just to, let me refresh the page. Yeah, we're 301. Ooh. Right, the silver Cuban link.
They will not be happy with you until you are like them. That is what is expected. Just don't when it's time to claim its justification.
Did you know that you can buy a silver Cuban link chain for like $200 to $300? I don't know if that's accurate, but when I looked it up, that's what it said. Okay. I'm not really. Yeah, I mean, I don't really wear jewelry, so I know about wearing necklaces. I mean, each their own, but yeah, Haze don't get down like that. You'll probably see me in a necklace next week, but hey. All right, but yeah, guys. Oof. 301 strong in the village. Big up to everybody. To all the talkers and the stalkers, y'all made it possible. So the village is strong. Well, I'm only going to get stronger. I just don't think that's accurate. Oh, well, I mean, maybe not. But yeah, so next live stream tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. GMT. I'm not live streaming on Friday or Saturday because I'll be out of town. What else? Yeah, new video went up yesterday over on the comedy channel. Please check that out. That's sub there, sub here if you haven't already. We're 301 on this channel, so yeah, more subs. Hit that bell button as well. Check out the videos, check out the live streams. Be back, schedule change coming soon, all that stuff. More videos to come. Man's trying to do this YouTube thing, yeah, get me. That's me listening to your album. Nice one. Boogieing out. Show up with a clock on the necklace next stream. Yeah, that's the thing. Necklace and a clock. It's pitch black outside. It's dark where you are. I guess it would be with the evening, isn't it? But yeah. And no lights. Well, okay, that would do too. Yeah, no lights in the Philippines. And some 90s stuff. But yeah, that's all for now. 10 likes as well, so big up for that too. But guys, yeah, until whenever, if ever. Peace out, y'all.